All right, let's set the stage for a real clash of the titans. In one corner, you've got a mind that runs on pure, cold, hard data, processing information faster than we can even imagine. And in the other corner, a mind that runs on experience, on emotion, on consciousness itself. This is it, AI versus the human brain.
So who actually wins this thing? Is it the lightning-fast calculator or the deep, profound thinker? That is the big question we're tackling, and trust me, the answer is probably not what you're thinking.
Okay, let's dive right into round one. And we're going to start with the most fundamental thing of all. How do these two incredible minds actually learn? It really boils down to a classic battle: data versus experience. So, AI learns using something called a neural network. Now, I want you to picture it scanning a library of basically every book ever written. But here's the thing, it's not reading to understand the plot or the characters. It's just scanning, recognizing patterns in the words. It's this super repetitive, calculation-heavy process. It doesn't know anything, not really. It just gets unbelievably good at predicting what comes next, based on trillions and trillions of examples. Now, let's look at us. Our method is called neuroplasticity. Our brains can literally rewire themselves, creating new connections after just one single touch, or a quick feeling, or one good conversation. Think about it. An AI might need to see thousands of pictures of a cat to know what a cat is. We can learn it in a second. And this is the real kicker. We don't just process information. We come up with totally original ideas. We ask why. And that, for now, is a uniquely human thing to do.
That huge difference in learning perfectly sets us up for round two, power versus efficiency. Let's dig into the raw processing capability, and maybe even more importantly, the insane amount of energy it takes to run these things.
And when you put them side by side, the numbers are just mind-blowing. A big AI model, it can have over 1 trillion parameters. Our brain has about 86 billion neurons. When it comes to pure speed, yeah, there's no contest. AI's calculations are pretty much instant. But look at that last row. Energy. This is where the entire story just flips on its head. Over 1 trillion. Just let that number sink in. That's the kind of scale we're dealing with. It's a number that's so big, it's hard to even wrap your head around. And it's the engine behind AI's incredible power. And then there's this. While the giant data centers that run a big AI can use enough electricity to power a small town, our brain, your brain, does all of its incredible magic on just 20 watts of power. That's about the same as a dim light bulb. The efficiency is just absolutely breathtaking. So, we've talked speed, we've talked efficiency, but for our final round, we're going somewhere else completely. We're entering the realm of the intangible. This isn't about math anymore. This is about creativity, about feeling, about consciousness itself. And you know, this is where the difference becomes so clear. AI creativity is basically a super sophisticated remix. It looks at millions of existing songs or paintings or texts, and it generates something that looks new based on those patterns. But human creativity, that comes from inside us. It's driven by real experience, by love, by joy, by pain, by fear. And AI doesn't feel any of that. It can't. And that really brings us to the ultimate final distinction. For all of its power, for everything it can do, an AI lacks consciousness. It has no sense of self, no identity. It has no clue what it is or why it's even here. It's an unbelievably powerful tool for sure, but it is not self-aware.
So, after 3 intense rounds, we've reached the verdict. But here's the twist. This isn't about crowning a winner. The final result of this showdown is actually something way more interesting than that.
We've seen it all, right? The incredible data crunching power of AI versus the ridiculously efficient, creative, conscious human brain. So, who's the champion? Who takes the belt? And the answer is neither of them. The whole versus thing, it was kind of a setup, because the real future isn't about competition at all. It's about collaboration. The question was never who is better. The real question is, how do we combine the unique strengths of both?
And the model for the future looks something like this. Think of AI as this powerful external brain. It can handle all the massive calculations and the data analysis that we just can't, and that frees up our brain to be the mastermind, the one that provides the consciousness, the emotional intelligence, and the true creativity to actually guide all that power.
So you see, once we shift our thinking from competition to partnership, we open up these incredible new possibilities. The real question isn't who wins anymore. The question now is, with AI as our partner, as our tool, and with the human mind as our creative guide, what amazing new frontiers are we going to unlock together?